Hi guys, welcome back to Dimitra's Dishes. So today I'm going to teach you how to make my walnut biscotti that's made with olive oil. Very simple to make. It makes a big batch that you can hand out and give to friends and neighbors, or just to bring to someone's house, or invite people over and have coffee or tea with. You get the picture. Let's go over the ingredients and then we're going to get started. So I have 3 whole eggs in my mixer, a little bit of flour for rolling the biscotti out. The dry ingredients are in this bowl, which are some all-purpose flour, some baking powder, a little bit of salt, and some ground cinnamon, some coarsely ground walnuts, sesame seeds, which are completely optional, granulated sugar, some olive oil, and then we're going to need some orange juice and vanilla extract. So to my mixing bowl, now of course you can do this all by hand, but if you have a stand mixer, go ahead and take it out. To my mixing bowl, I'm going to add a cup of olive oil. So this is light olive oil that I have here, but use any olive oil that you have. I'm also going to add a little bit of vanilla extract and some freshly squeezed orange juice. If you want to, you can also use the zest of an orange too. I'm leaving it out this time. And then the final part of the wet ingredients is the sugar. So I'm just going to beat this on low speed until everything comes together. While that's mixing, I'm just going to whisk all of the dry ingredients together. I'm also going to put in my walnuts and just mix them all up with a spoon. And I'm just going to slowly add them to my mixer and mix everything on low speed until everything is all combined and a dough is formed. So once everything is combined, the mixture is still going to be really sticky. Don't worry about it. When we roll it out, everything will come together perfectly. So we're going to dust the surface generously with flour, all-purpose flour. And now we're just going to transfer all of the dough on top of here. So once you roll it out in the flour, I think I might have put a little bit too much, so you can put a little less. As you can see, you have a nice, easy to use dough on your hand. You're just going to cut this into 2 equal portions. This is so simple. So you're just going to form it into 2 small logs, and then we're going to spread them onto the baking tray. And now I have 2 trays lined with parchment paper. You can do this on 1 tray as well, but I like to give it some room, so I'll put 1 on each tray. And then I'm just going to pat it down with my fingers. So you want to pat it down till it's about 1/2 inch in thickness and about 12 inches long, just like that. I'll do the same thing with the other one. And then if you're wondering what the sesame seeds were for, I'm just going to sprinkle sesame seeds on top. I'm going to sprinkle sesame seeds and press them in on top of one, and I'm going to leave the other one plain. So biscotti are cookies that are twice baked, so they're going to go in the oven for the first time at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to leave them in there for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until they start to become golden and they're firm to the touch. And then halfway through baking time, I'm going to flip the trays. So the bottom one is going to go to the middle rack, and the middle rack is going to go to the bottom, just to ensure even baking. I'm going to show you what they look like as soon as they come out. So after 30 minutes, you want to take them out of the oven and let them rest at room temperature for about 10 minutes. And now we're going to slice them one by one. So I like to slice at a diagonal, like traditional biscotti looks, but slice them however you like. And I like to do about 3/4 to an inch in thickness, just like this. And now we're going to take all the pieces and put them back onto the baking sheet because they need to get nice and dry and crisp. So the best way to slice these biscotti is with a serrated knife. If you have one, go ahead and use it. Otherwise, use the sharpest knife that you have. And the house just smells amazing. It smells so good. I'm going to slice the other biscotti right here, and then we're going to put it back in the oven. I've reduced the temperature to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're going to bake in the center rack for about 15 minutes or until they're completely dry and crisp and golden. Be careful not to burn them, just keep an eye on them. So at the 15-minute mark, start to check them. So once they come out, let them cool completely, and then I'll show you what they look like as soon as they're done. So my biscotti took about 20 minutes in the oven until they're completely dry. You want to make sure that they're dried completely through so they can be nice and crisp. They should be golden all around. I'm going to take one with the sesame seeds on top because I love sesame seeds. Let me show you how nice and light they are. They break very easily. You want to let them cool for a good 15-20 minutes or however long it takes for them to cool completely. Then you can transfer them into a big cookie jar or in any airtight container. I made myself a cup of tea because, I mean, I just can't resist. It is tea time right now in my house. I'm gonna bite into this because it smells incredible. I love the way cinnamon smells, and then cinnamons and walnuts and all these flavors are my favorite. So light, so crisp. The olive oil keeps it really nice and light. The orange juice, you can barely taste it in the background, but it really helps all those warm flavors come together. You're really gonna wanna make these. My mom makes these for me every time I go to New York. Of course, I mean, I try to make them as best I can, as close to hers as possible, but really we all know nothing tastes as good as mom's food does, no matter how hard we try. This is my own little twist on it. I think you guys are gonna love it. Make it. The recipe is on the website, www.dimitrasdishes.com, as well as in the recipe box right below the video. So go ahead and check it out. Make these, share pictures with me on social media. Let me know if there's any requests any special requests that you have of something that you want me to teach you how to make on this channel. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone. Yes.